Hello and welcome to Badger Master. I'm the Badger Master, Baha Masuda. We record our audio in one take because our audio setup stinks because selfie camera is not working. So we're just gonna record this in one take because our audio setup is terrible. And let's just jump into the elementary allegories I'm gonna be showing you today. Now, what are elementary allegories? Hi, this is 20 minutes later, Baha Masuda, where suddenly my selfie camera audio has started working. Go figure, with my luck. So just enjoy the rest of this crappy audio thingy, whatever. Well, what showed up when I looked up on thesaurus.com, what was a synonym for story and a synonym for school. So, that's what that is. So let's just jump into the stories, shall we? So, my first story, it's in first grade, and it's probably the funniest of the bunch, depending on your opinion. So what happened was... Wait, hold on. Lucky me. It kept recording. My phone hit 20% battery, and I thought it stopped recording, because that was nice. I'm gonna tell the story now. So what happened was, I was in first grade, and my friend Charles was sitting right next to me, and I wanted to tell him a funny joke I've been concocting the previous night. And so I got my blue crayon because we were coloring, and I tapped him on the shoulder. And so my teacher, Mrs. Charleston, looked at me like, "Brandon, that is assault. Go to the principal's office." And I will never ever understand what was going through her head. If it was like a knife, if I had brought a knife to school and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get my friend's attention. Now that's worth a principal's office trip, maybe even some jail time. Moving on from jail time. So I went to the principal's office, Mr. Principal. And he once he saw the note and he heard my story, he was just like, just go back to class. Here's a lollipop. But after he sent me off, I hid behind the wall and I heard if he had anything else to say. And he said he was going to fire that teacher at the end of this year. So that was interesting information I shouldn't have heard. So moving on to second grade, probably the cringiest moment in my entire life. I'm not kidding. This moment keeps me up at night. So what happened was, so in second grade, I have to keep checking this setup right here, because this setup, I have to look over to see, I'm getting off topic. So every week we had a different sound we were learning, like A, E, I, O, sounds like that. And so this week was words with I. And so, they said the obvious ones like my, spy, pie, try to make a good YouTube video. But nobody had said my, amazing word. So she finally called on me after she called everyone else. It was always teacher's favorite, obviously. She finally called on me and I said rye, like the type of bread. And everyone stared at me, dead silent, and just said nothing. And then they just kept moving along, no comment. Just move away from away from my answer. It was bad. Okay, I can't speak, and I'm doing this in one take. Moving along to fifth grade. That counts as elementary school, right? So we were having a lockdown. We would stay away from all the windows. And so my friend Charles Jr. Fit himself into one of the cubbies we had. Those shelf-looking things, the individual squares. So he fit himself in there, and me being, he was pretty small, and me being the bigger person, I tried to shove myself in there. And again, being a big person, I could only fit half myself in there, but I did get my bottom in there. And I farted, and the small space amplified the sound by 9 million. Everyone in the class heard that toot. And that was embarrassing. But it was also kind of cool, because we were all fifth graders. And toot jokes were hilarious. Moving right along to I think this one was when I was in second grade, but I wasn't in school. It was like summer vacation. What happened was, it was my friend's birthday party, and they had this playground on the other side of the fence. And so instead of using the gate that was 5 steps away, we decided it would be a good idea to get a ladder, climb up onto their shed, which was by the fence, and then use the little handspring like they have at the circus to try and fling ourselves to to the playground. And being the 7-year-old, I love playgrounds. I would do anything to get to one. So I just throw myself off the shed, which was a pretty high shed, considering normal shed is like not that high. So I just threw myself off it. I broke my arm, and it hurt really bad. Have you ever broken your arm, specifically like these bones right here? It's not fun. You can't swim. You can't write. You can't literally do anything. I mean, at least you can still play video games. At least you have your thumb freed up. But that was pretty bad. And so my final... Wait, how long have we been going for? Oh, jeez, this is 5 minutes. Again, one take. This setup is terrible. And I don't want to do this again. I'm going to get my selfie camera fixed. So, final story. I think I was in like kindergarten. And me and my family went to the Grand Canyon. And see, the Grand Canyon, it's a mile deep. And there are no guardrails on some parts. Because, what are those tax dollars for? They're not for like, making places a little bit safer or nicer. No, they're for, obviously, Donald Trump's meal fund. So, that Grand Canyon trip scarred me for life. I still have nightmares of falling off the Grand Canyon. Because it is a scary feeling when you are 5 steps away from your inevitable doom. So, I guess... and so I guess I'll choke to death. So I guess this will end the video. Make sure to subscribe, unsubscribe, and subscribe again. So it looks like I have more friends and more notifications to show. Make sure to ring that bell, then send me the bell you rang. Because proof or it didn't happen, I will not believe you. And that'll wrap it up. If you want more elementary allegories, make sure to leave a comment 3 years from now when I have more school to go off of, because I'm still going through school, and school stinks. You know what else stinks? that fart in 5th grade. Bye.